Let's just get to it now. Greetings, fellow simulators, fellow... I don't even know what. The dev calls us something on their Discord. There's a term they refer to as the players of this game. I can't remember if it's like market tiers or whatever, but... Oh, store's open. That's not great. Because it's the end of the day, and the lighting is... Welcome back. Let's go ahead and do some intro. There has been another update. You know, I got really... Yeah, you're still just coming in, and it's at 9 o'clock, but that's fine. There's been another update. It's some wholesale stuff that I, to date, haven't been able to pull off because they always want so many more than I have. But I haven't played too much further than the last recording. If only because I've been kind of busy. Actually, I went to Denver. You ever been to Denver? I went to Denver. Didn't get to hang out in Denver very long because Denver is far and I didn't have a million hours of free time. But it's for a good reason. So went ahead and pulled that together. And in the process, you know, I just like took some time off for myself, took a big old personal break. I thought I'd built up enough videos on the channel to just kind of coast, but I didn't. And I apologize if you're a real hardcore channel person and you've been disappointed in the last couple days. It'll get back up. I mean, the videos are there. I just have to do the admin side of the equation, which is not super fun. But, you know, it's what y'all want, so I'm going to keep it coming. We're at 1150 something or other subs. Slowed down a little bit because a weird old video that I have not really been thrilled about being in my metrics for the longest time. So of course he's going to get some stuff at the scale. Long time video finally just disappeared. I can only assume the algorithm, you know, just eat it. I mean, it was 13 years old, so 13, maybe even longer than that. So I don't know how long these sort of things just pop up in the search results, or if just like the one weirdo who was just watching it over and over and over all the time just finally closed that window on their browser or whatever. But anyway, so now, you know, channel growth, I gotta grow it the old-fashioned way, which is actually doing, you know, what I do. Things are going well, though, both in the channel and my personal life, so it should be pretty easy for me to get back on the stick. And that appears to be the last customer, so we're just gonna let it ride. Products not found. Yeah, the numbers have really, the numbers. I don't know, I didn't edit the last one either, so we'll see if I edit any of that out. You know who you are. Alright, so day 2. Let's well, one thing I wanted to do, right? There's actually a couple of things. Number one, we're in grind mode, right? We've got that hustle grind set right now because we got to make money. We got like 11 to 13,000 in the bank. And everything we want to do costs 2,000 or 20,000. It's 20,000 for the next product license, 20,000 to blow out one of these walls, 20,000 to I think maybe expanding this would be cheaper, but the only reason I do that is for the restockers. Like I could get up to a 5th restocker, but I don't think we need it. We do need this. And we'll just jump back a couple. There we go. Track twine. Not much has changed in terms of general store operations. Oh, the update, right. Okay, so let's actually talk about YouTuber stuff. You know, again, I was just going to play because I've wanted to play really, really badly lately. Because I've been so busy because I went out of town. And this game, you know, I play a lot of games on my Steam Deck because the Steam Deck is, you know, basically just a PC that can't handle big old resolutions. Gaming-wise... and it doesn't really have a good keyboard, so I still can't play this. Not that there's a ton of keyboard work in the game now, but every time it comes up and I have to do, it's just like, it's brutal, so it's not worth it. Anyway, this doesn't travel with me. You know, I've been playing Doom, I've been playing Restockalypse, I've been playing some of the other games. If you're friends with me on Steam or whatever it's called, I don't know what their friend group, yeah, it's probably called friending. just take a look. I've been playing a lot of games. Not everything's going to go on the channel because I'm trying to strike like a personal balance between stuff I should play for myself, you know, and not stress myself out about having it on the channel and vice versa. There's still going to be some cool stuff on the channel. I'm actually going to, if I have the energy, play something else tonight. So if you saw an episode of Princess Peach, of Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom prior to this, I nailed it. If you didn't, though, I was tired. I'm sorry. It'll be up next week, I promise. That's what replaced Princess Peach. And, you know, I was hoping to get to play it before I ran out of Peach videos, but didn't. It's hard. It's really hard to YouTube and live a personal life, even if your personal life is like normal. You know, like I look at a... Good job, Bam Bam. Whole squad, man. You know, they make me so happy. They buffed the cleaning. We're gonna get to it. I'm just talking about my personal life. I'm working on a game. I'm working on, you know, a website. I got all the things I normally do, so I can't just like YouTube. You know, when I was depressed, when I was hardcore depressed, I had nothing else to do but work on the YouTube channel. I was insane then, but now, you know, I'm actually living my life. It's hard to keep on top of this crap, but I'm gonna do it. And eventually, y'all gonna hit the like button enough times that I don't have to go to my other job enough, and then I can do this full time, and then like it's gonna be so sweet. You don't have any idea. I'm gonna edit videos again, and like stream all sorts of stuff. I got plans. The problem is just that, you know, 40+ hours of my week belong to somebody else, and I just can't do nothing about that because there's travel involved and all sorts of other stuff. But I'm gonna work on it. You know, get it going, because I recognize you gotta hustle. Anyway, let's talk about supermarkets. So they updated it, right? It's the wholesale update, I think. I'm not 100% sure what it's called. They expanded the map tremendously, and in doing so, they fixed some of the lighting issues I was having outside, some of them, but they also created a weird lighting issue inside. Like, they've obviously changed the way the lights are actually handled in the code, you know, like how the shaders are being... This is nerdy stuff, but point is, now the store, when it gets dark, it's so dark you have to turn the lights on. There's no longer just like, it looks a little weird. So there's that, but the outside looks so much better, and apparently the plan is to expand business out into city. You're going to get a car, you know, like, because they'd already mentioned deliveries were coming a couple times. But I wasn't sure what the end of... You're going to get a car, so I'm assuming there's going to be like some crude driving, which all these simulator games have, like really crude driving. I'm not like, you know, this isn't necessarily a knock on this game. I'm assuming they're going to put their all into it because they put their all in everything else in the game, but it's just like, do not have high hopes for the game's, you know, like year-in, patched-in driving feature, but nonetheless, it appears you drive a truck around town and drop off packages or whatever. The thing about the wholesale thing is it doesn't pop up while you're stocking. And it's not mandatory. It's not like some of the other stuff that just like get up in your business. So I think maybe it is just like a passive thing that you could, you know, indulge in if your store is just like baller. Like maybe that's like kind of end-game content for making a little, but it seems weird. I also had the epiphany regarding money that I haven't taken any loans, like 0 loans in this game. And the more people I watch play it outside of me, you know, who aren't insane, they've all taken loans of some capacity, even just to test it out. So I think that's why you're supposed to have more money lying around. You know, I imagine you can screw yourself with the terms and everything, but the simple fact that I haven't means, yeah, I'm making my money the hard way, and so I kind of understand now why it's taking a little time. Now, get out of here, Skello. Yeah, the Restockalypse never ends. So, you know, the new city, they just flat out said there's nothing in the city, right? So, even if you just run around the city, but look how big it is, right? Because you're going to be driving around this thing. Gas station, stuff like that. So, who knows how specific the deliveries and such is going to get, but I imagine it's going to get pretty involved. The new sky is kind of nice. Restockalypse still very much happens over here, but they moved that tree away from the trash can like it's over here now, so it's just all in all a better deal. And I think maybe the tree protects boxes from falling into the street a little bit, but I haven't got a ton of verification on that. Like I said, I've only played a little bit since the update actually dropped, and overall, it doesn't seem to change the way I play. Like maybe it would matter if I was earlier on the game, but One thing they did do is they definitely debuffed the heck out of Janet the Janitor. She is way worse now. Before, the dot never even slightly rose, and now that dot is pretty much always rising in some capacity. It might just be because of how big my store is, but point is, like, she's now on the list of people I just pay money to anytime I see it coming up, because if the dot actually fills up, the thing actually says, your store is too dirty. Oh my god, these stupid products are stupid products. You know, but I just, for the month, because also, like, if I don't run the store until the end of night, then I lose out on so much money on the day. Then I make zero profit, so I don't necessarily know if the game is just like you can't do it, you know, like you can do it without loans, but that's just like flying in the face of the developer's wishes, so it's real hard to do, or if it's just like poorly tuned at this point, and you know, the idea is if you were good, you could do it this way, otherwise you need loans to back you up. I don't know. But still a very fun game to play, and the growing list of additions is really helping out. Like I said, this update doesn't seem to be too substantial, but I imagine, you know, like they've already got video footage of what the delivery system and some of the other stuff looks like, so I imagine on their dev build, you know, they're pretty far along. It won't be too long until it's in our hands, and I imagine that's going to expand expand the game a great deal. Once the, you know, like I walked around the map just to like screw around and see if there was anything like hidden, any Easter eggs. I didn't find any, but I didn't do a super hardcore look. There is a off in the distance, you know, as the store gets bigger, you know, I'm not sure if everybody gets too busy, like Bam Bam, you know, you got to get yourself a Pebbles for the sake of thoroughness, or Bam Bam's always going to get it done. He's just going to have to run all over the place, but stuff to figure out down the line. I don't know, you know, I don't know how much testing they've done with end game content, with how many people have really pushed this thing all the way to level, you know, like I'm about to hit level cap, at least as far as stuff you need to unlock in the game, you know, like the level you need to hit to buy it. I'm already about to hit the last one, which I think was like level 94. So at this point, it's just a matter of making the money and spending the time to do it, grinding it out. But I personally have plans because I really enjoyed the game just from like a store building standpoint. And I'm still getting adjusted to the new balance, you know, like they clearly, you know, like they touched up Janet, but they clearly touched up other stuff too. I can't figure out what, but things are definitely just like a little off in how the flow of the I mean, I changed the store a great deal, you know. I did the Frozone, I got the self-service, I got the self-checkout guy. Helpy, that's this person's name, is Helpy. He's named after a Five Nights at Freddy's character, who was also not very helpful. But I can't imagine that's just like complete, you know, it's just like the weird thing with like the late night customer. That happens a lot where like you don't get a lot of late night customers anymore, but you do just have like one person who's just like screwing around really late at night. I don't know if the I don't know if the you know, like these things, people buy so many. I haven't figured out how many I should have, because it's still limited by these jokers, these absolute clowns, these absolutely worthless. Like, buff them, please, buff them. Are they amused? Is this amusing for them to just watch people hate on the Restockers? Like, don't go look on the Discord, look on the Steam page. It's just nothing but people saying the Restockers should be faster, and it's been that way since launch. Anyway, I mentioned before, the developer's Turkish, so number one, I don't know if they read all those comments. Number two, you know, they might think it's funny. There are a lot of developers out there who do just like put features in their games that like deliberately grief the players, and when the players are like, you should patch it, they're like, nah, I'm good. She's it. Alright. Products not found. Yeah, the products not found thing, you just have to get over it. Now that being like 115 customers. 115 customers. That's insane. Let's keep it going. Keep it going full speed. We gotta make some money now. Now the train is kind of rolling. As I mentioned, you know, like you got to get it going. You got to get them going. You got to get the store stock, and you got to get everything rolling. This is a legitimate problem here. The way the the fruits and veggies are stacking up like that. I do not like that at all. I also don't like, I'm doing something different with the camera, because I was trying to like use my phone while I shot the video, which is like, come on Sam, you don't need to do that. Anyway, I did it. Well, my phone fell asleep and I don't feel like picking it up to deal with it. I usually go the other way when I do it like a halvesy like that. The stocking thing is just crazy. Just the way that, you know, like every time I try to say, and this is the best way to do it, the game, you know. So what do you think? You think like 40? I was previously trying to do like like 30, but man, like 40 might be, you know, and it's just like some of them move, some of them don't move at all. Like, look how full this bad boy is. It's going to be absolutely picked clean by noon. It always is. But, alright, we'll try and go with 40. Maybe I do need the other restocker. Anyway, I had some, you know, like, aside from the, like, when I was like, alright, well, I'm going to get back to recording. First thing I'm going to do is record Supermarket Simulator, because that's, like, chill. You know, it's, like, a good opportunity for me personally to reset in terms of YouTube, you know, like if I haven't done this in a while, this is a good game for me to settle back in. If I have to settle back in a game that's gonna like kick my butt, then I'll go dormant for a while because I won't want to do it. That's happened before. So what I've learned is have a game like this, you know, kind of on the channel in the rotation, and I can just like pound out an episode or two of as my brain on true to form. You know, it's working. I wanted to play it earlier today. I want to play it now, and now like the more I'm doing it, the more I'm like, all right, as soon as I'm done, I think I'm gonna shoot 2 of these. I would like to be ahead on this. I'd also like to have some in the can, something new to watch. But there's also the, man, I'm just like on top of this speaker, but the numbers say they're okay, so I can't hear nothing. It's just like all up in my earballs, but I'm hoping through the magic of editing Phoenix, he's all gravy, baby. He's a pretty good editor. You learn that the YouTube studio interfaces, it can be tricky, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I've used some pretty hackneyed video editing tools over the years because I ain't never paid for one, and when you don't pay, boy. Exactly, when you don't pay, Bam Bam gets you. I love the staff so much. You know, like I wish there were more staff, I guess, options, you know, like that would be a great addendum, but, you know, again, as the developer, I no longer have any understanding of what their sense of priorities are because I certainly would not have gone to the world map next. But, similar fashion, you know, the second they do it, I'm probably going to be like, whoa, this is pretty flippin' cool, so I'm going to let a player play on that. But the more I play this game, the more I think about the kind of game I'm gonna do in this style, and yeah, I'm just gonna rip it off. I don't like necessarily admitting that about myself, that, you know, what I want to do is just like make a game like Supermarket Simulator. I've tried to give myself a look. She looks suspicious. Bam Bam, you want to get her? I don't know how I'm going to emulate that, you know, like my game is going to be a cooking game where you prepare foods for people at different types of tables, you know, and like, yeah, maybe customers will come in from time to time, but I can't imagine having people stealing food. Do I need to have somebody like a bouncer at my food restaurant? I don't know. Is that a thing? Is there ever a No. I guess sometimes like clubs have security guards. I just haven't figured it out. The idea is still coming together in my head, and when when the idea is like rip off somebody else's idea, you know, it starts off extra vague because every idea is leveraged against what I've already seen, and oh my god, the performance is just terrible today. Alright, not exactly pick today yet. Now pick clean. That's what I'm talking about. Where y'all at? Just out here chilling, Jordan, Bird. Hello, Tracy. Hello. Tracy, hello! Oh my god, my staff. Yeah, like if you get custom, then they'd stand out a little bit from like the general malaise. I mean, I get that's hard. So that, what this developer does is they're buying these assets, right? Because I figured it out. I did not know how to do it before. Janet, the janitor. Hustle, baby. She's also, like, she got a weird collision box. She's kind of hard to track. It's so bad. It's so bad. Alright, but what I wanted to do, I wanted to get some white floor. I wanted to get some blue paint. This is why it sounds so ridiculous over here. These two speakers are just on top of each other. Okay, and then what's happening over here speaker-wise? Yeah, this is just okay. This is okay. That's fine. And just everybody needs help. Helpy! Helpy, where you at? Oh my god, Helpy needs help. We need another Helpy. Should I just like juice Helpy? Helpy. Let's see if juicing Helpy does it. I stacked all this stuff on top of each other because I wasn't necessarily sure if that would be a detriment. I was just like, maybe, you know, like if you just, but it's a detriment, so. I am having a real problem with space, and I recognize what I need to do is get another, alright, hang on, just, move my office, here we go, management, growth, nope, hiring, more high customer helpers, that's totally fine, and then you can have 2 more restockers. How many racks do I need? I need 4 more racks. I can afford the section just like now. Should I just like do it? Yes. And then, cause it's getting out of hand. Before I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, just let it ride. But now, like the whole, every time it's like 30 people couldn't find products. So I'm beginning to think that I just gotta have it. So where we at? Oh, it's too late. It's fine. I didn't. I'm dumb. That happens a lot. I often do that, where I just like increase the quantity and then not do the thing. I also didn't get the paint and the floor. I thought they added new paints, but I haven't done the math in my head to figure out exactly like how many paints there. It's a bad system for paint, but it's a weird game. It's a real weird game that's like half, but also great. You know, the true great. That's just like the age of early access. You know, you see one of the greats coming together versus back in the day when you just have to wait and it could drop on you and then just be like, "Wow, this game is good." Now it's like, "Oh, this game is pieces of greatness. This game is going to be really flippin' awesome when they're done." And I just gotta like. You know, like, just like, what is it, chomp at the bit until they get more of it done. Alright, extra customer helper is back. Can't find vodka. The product's looking sad face, y'all. The product's looking sad face. The product's looking sad face, y'all. Guys! Alright. Alright. What are they doing? Is it just too much? Is it just too much work? They've rebalanced, y'all. Like I said, I had a way of doing things, and I could tell it wasn't working. And this is the first time I think I've played this hardcore, you know, just like 3 back-to-back days without giving them a break. And it's like, man, they are keeping up so much worse than ever before. Just fine, you know, like if the game, you know, like if this is how they're slowing the game down, it kind of sucks that I'm ahead of it, so I gotta like wait for the game to just like repeatedly punch me down, you know, until I'm finally throttled to where I need to be, but at the same time, I like that they're putting some thought into the balance. I like that they're actually like giving some consideration to how long the game takes to quote-unquote beat. A lot of the simulator games just dump the whole game on you in the beginning, and they're just like, you know, if you're like a Minecraft head or something, you're like, yeah, well, I want to do everything in the beginning because I already read a guide or whatever about it online, but if you're an old school animal like me, you still have like the need to discover. It kind of sucks when the discovery is just like, you know, you didn't find it in the menu yet. It's been there the whole time, whereas like if it's like doled out, if there's lore behind it, if there's like a progression of skill acquisition, to me anyway, you know, it feels like more rewarding in the grand scheme of things, but that's more just like video game design up my buttholery. Bottled water, where you at? Suits? Nope, there's still one here, and my gun is nice and full, and the Restockalypse is just like, team. You know, just like an emergency button. You know, just like boost everybody. Red alert. That'd be sweet. It's like a red alert button, an easy button, whatever you want to call it. Oh man, you still getting measured over here, getting sticky. You buying so many products. You the one who keeps cleaning me out? I thought I heard one more. Yeah, I heard one. There's one bow tie over here. Couldn't find carrots. Yeah, you the carrot. You the carrot bow tie. You the carrot. Look at all this stuff you bought. Shout outs to you for buying, but man. Reggie, there you go. That's all you, dog. I know you're watching everybody else get a tip around here. Probably salty. Sorry you're so good at your job. Now I know what it's like to be a manager and have that one employee who's good. Still complaining. Came over there and gave you the white glove treatment. Still complaining. People be complaining, man. Right. 34. Products not found. I think we talked about the products not expensive, but it's just like, products not found. Alright, so let's do some math. The 4400 was me. That's a cool show. So yeah, 5 G's. I was trying to do a thing, right? Like I was trying to do a thing with my brain where what I do is I wait until the dollar amount I have is a certain amount to trigger my restock rather than trying to do it at intervals during the course of the day or something, because the night stock, it gets a little tricky because you have to stagger it because the time ending, you know. It's really like without that tree in the way, you know, you get so much sun here. It's nice, you know, the little lens flare. It's nice. It still sucks there's no like music or any ambience of any sort. I mean, the birds chirping or whatever, but like, I wonder what's going to happen with all these bits. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. Anyway, I will try and keep my eye out for the thing they actually updated into the game so we can at least see it, you know, like one time. I'm telling you, it's completely irrelevant to the gameplay, but yeah, right, like it's just all bad. It's all bad. So I bought that stuff. You gotta set them out first. Hey, janitor, what's happening? Alright, now I bought the expansion, so this should be, it's over here. Ew. Ugh. I got the, you know, the good news is the expansion, I'm just gonna be able to shove all four. Just shove it outside. Shove it. No. I'm dragging a box. There's not even gonna be enough room. I have to get cute. I thought for sure I was gonna have enough room for all this junk. Nope. Supermarket Simulator said nope. So what if we do this? Is this optimized just a little bit? Nope, not even a little there. Maybe. Put it on the shelf. I'm sorry, whichever one of you that was. So, put it on the wall, right? And then it's just like, yeah, right there, bam, it's just screwed. But maybe I can fit 2 there. And the other one will just like put out in the middle of the thing. I don't know, I ain't got nothing else to do tonight. I got the Oracle to do, not the Oracle, the Echoes to deal with, the Echo of Ages. It's such a stupid name. Just call it 10, or like Zelda's Quest or something. Anyway. Like, I don't know why. That happens. That's a frequent happen. Alright. Should be just one last one. Where that? You. Alright. This is horrible where it put this, by the way. It's just horrible this extension is over here. This is absolutely not what I was expecting. But, you know, we are through the looking glass on the store expansion. There's even another system. I guess I'm just gonna save it for next episode. All right, so that should be enough, right? That should be enough for just restocker number 5. Restocker number 5, make it happen, Captain. Remove label. Okay, so you affix the same jobs, and then Jenna. What's happening here? Drop empty box. That's That's what needs to be. Right. You only one trash person. And that's going to be you, number 5. You are now trash. They still got to do everything else, because, you know, they all got to. But just one of them designated to trash is the only way to get even close to what you need. Which one? You trash, number 5? Where you at, trash? I also got some ground, some earth. Right? Just so many blue shirts. Janet the janitor, she wears blue too. They really, you know. We can talk about the whole asset store situation next, but I understand, you know, it's just why the models aren't, why they're just like 3D models, man. 3D modeling itself is hard, so you buy them. Anyway. Did I not start the store? I guess that's fine. Anyway, shout outs to you for watching. Flibbity flobbity floop.